red bleeding over Folly Beach. Shrimp boats rocking just out of reach. Marsh grass swaying like it knows my name. Same old river, but it ain't the same. Spanish moss in a live oak tree. She's barefoot dancing right next to me. Got a Dixie cup full of Tennessee gold and a story that her daddy told. We ain't in no hurry, baby, let it roll like the tide coming in on a Carolina soul. Yeah, living on low country line, salt in the air and whiskey on ice. Girls that smile like a summer night under those Charleston lights. From the backwoods deer stand on to a dock where the redfish run. Yeah, we don't need much to feel just right, just a little love and Saturday night. Middle moon in a shotgun sky, duck blind waiting as the birds fly by. Camouflage and a thermos cup, cold morning air gonna wake you up. Downtown King Street neon glow, she laughing loud at a country show. Got sand on boots from Sullivan Shore, says she ain't leaving, wants a little more. Every mile marker down Highway 17 feels like a memory wrapped in gasoline. We're living on low country line, salt in the air and whiskey on ice. Girls that shine like a harvest moon, singing every word out of tune. From the pine woods to the ocean side, we run these roads like a rising tide. Yeah, we don't need much to feel just right, just a little faith and a Friday night. Cypress knees and Carolina rain, football lights and a freight train. From Columbia down to Beaufort town, you can feel that heartbeat in the ground. Raise it up for the old homestay, for the ones we love and the ones we wait for. Every backward memory made in the life where the good Lord stays. We're living on low country lines, whiskey burning, sweet tea wine. Girls that love like a hurricane, but kiss you soft like summer rain. From the deer woods to the attic blue, there ain't no place like me and you. Yeah, we don't need much to feel just right, just South Carolina and the side of it.
Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
You're listening to the House of Cards on Facebook, YouTube, and BigPatriotRadio.com. All licenses for music and content have been purchased by and are for the express use of the Big Patriot Radio networks. All information, opinions, and topics are for entertainment purposes and do not expressly represent the opinion of the show's host and or producer. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. And good evening, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome. This is the 4th of June. 4th of June. Man, what a beautiful day it was out there today. Gosh. Welcome in to everybody. Let me fix a couple of buttons here. There we go. It is June 4th, Thursday night. I'm Mike Covert, and we're coming to you live from the Big Patriot Radio Studios right here in the great state of South Carolina. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to everyone watching on Facebook and YouTube, and to those coming online now around the world on bigpatriotradio.com. Again, thank you so much for joining in. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, be sure to click the like, follow, subscribe, and share. Especially share the stream with those folks in your network, family, friends, and what have you. Also, be sure to go ahead and click on this little QR code right there. That is buymeacoffee.com. And how cool is buymeacoffee.com? Gosh, a lot of folks have been taking advantage of this. I want to thank those. That's how you can support the show, just by buying me a coffee. PB of Bluffton, thank you for your support. Yahoozy12, Any Mouse Star, thank you. Inpardo 523 BG, thank you all for your support. Thank you to Gemini 8224, Bob and Chuck 180, as well as Cad M17, Peter Cottontail 26, Cliff W 53. Thank you all for your support. You are much appreciated. Thanks to those who have joined a membership. Hopefully you've been getting the emails that we send out usually once a week or so. But this buymeacoffee.com, you can click right there with your iPhone, iPad, or your other smart device. And it's a great way to help us out. We greatly appreciate it.
Bringing you the best selection of hits for your listening pleasure.
Yeah, so let's get into it.
BigPatriotRadio.com.
All right, mark your calendars now. This Tuesday, June 9th. Let's go ahead and bring this graphic up. You may have saw it as we were coming on the air. This Tuesday, June 9th, it's election day, and we have our election night show coming on. It's going to be presented by the folks at Sounds Better Now. You can hear the difference with Sounds Better Now. Uptown Auctions. That's your local auction company right here in Okatee. And also by Reelect David Cad for Auditor.com. We appreciate those sponsors coming on board. The show's going to start around 6:45, and it'll go as long as 11 o'clock if it's needed. We're hoping that some of the campaigns, they're all going to have a link to come onto the show at any time they so wish, and we're going to leave that open for them all night. We definitely want to hear from you folks all night long. We're going to talk about everything, obviously, local, regional, statewide, big governor race, attorney general race, some House seats and things like that. Of course, this is the primary, and so we want to hear from you. Again, I want to thank those folks. And if you're at some of the parties, the after parties, be sure to let us know. Let us know what's going on, how the party's going, who's doing what and where, and we'll sure pass it along. Again, thank you to the folks at Sounds Better Now. You can see them up in the top corner. You can contact them for any audio visual needs you have. 843-330-3124. Also, Uptown Auctions. Be sure to check them out. You can get their free app. Just go to uptownauctions.org and you can download the Uptown Auction. They pretty much every weekend there is an online auction. Be sure to check them out. That's where I get most of my silver, is from Uptown Auction. And also Cad for Auditor. Reelect David Cad for Beaufort County Auditor. Those folks, all of them, they're putting on, helping sponsor this Tuesday, the 9th of June, 6:45, the House of Cards Election Night Show.
You have an incoming transmission.
Drop the tailgate, y'all.
Your attention, please.
You're listening worldwide to DJ Magic Mike
We're gonna have a good time
on BigPatriotRadio.com.
All right, we're going to change lanes here real quick. And a program note, Joe Maiorano, candidate for District 5, got a hold of me late today to say that there is some kind of problem. I hope everything is okay, but he could not make it. I wished him well in the election, as we won't have any more time for that. I do have some other candidates coming on a little bit later on, and we'll get to them as time permits. But I wanted to talk about, the title of the show was, Can Beaufort County Get Anything Right in the County Administrator's Office? The more than 1 decade old county administrator saga in Beaufort County, it's a cluster of problems. And please, as always, we want to hear from you. Have to hear what you want to say about this. But looking at Beaufort County's history since roughly 2015, that's a little more than a decade ago, the reoccurring problem has not been a lack of qualified administrators. The bigger issue has been repeated political conflict between the county council and the administrator's office, combined with contentious hiring practices, divided council factions, and an uncertainty about who should control county operations. We've talked about the largest amount of this over the last 4 years. The result of this has been unusually high turnover and instability in the county administrator position. Now, kind of have a timeline, so to speak, if you will. I want you to follow along with me. And again, please reach out in your chat room. Let us know what you're thinking. The story begins when Gary Kubik retired. His retirement created a succession battle. This is the 2017 era. Longtime county administrator Gary Kubik, like him or not, he did a hell of a job. He retired in 2017. His deputy, Josh Gruber, became the interim administrator and was viewed by many local officials as the logical successor. However, county council became divided over whether to promote Gruber or bring in an outside candidate. Multiple searches were conducted, votes were made, votes were reversed, and the process became highly political and extremely public, which, as we see now, probably is not a bad thing. Next, the Gruber controversy deepened the division, 2018, 2019. After Gruber eventually left county employment because he wasn't given the job, a consulting contract was approved that paid him to advise county leadership during the transition. Wait a minute, you leave, but the county gave you a contract to do contract work, and you're going to be employed by another or a municipality. That's double dipping last time I checked, but what do I know? Pamela Cobb, hey, checking in. What in the hell has Michael Moore done for Beaufort County? Nothing. Well, I appreciate you watching and tuning in. Keep it coming, and we're going to talk more about that as we go. So this consulting contract was approved that paid him extremely well, I might add, to advise county leadership during this transition period. The contract sparked investigations, legal questions, ethics complaints, and public criticism. The controversy became symbolic of larger disagreements within county council about transparency, management, and control of government operations. Later, the South Carolina Ethics Commission found violations related to Gruber's tenure and imposed fines, keeping the controversy alive years after he departed. So the Ethics Commission found he was, I don't know if I can use the word guilty, or they slapped his hand and penalized him for violations related to his tenure and imposed some fines. Next up, interim leadership instability. This is 2018. Tom Keveney became the interim administrator. He was the county attorney at one time, the chief county attorney. He got this job, interim administrator. He went back to county attorney, then demoted to just an attorney. Anyway, became interim administrator, but resigned shortly after the Gruber contract controversy erupted. News coverage at the time described the county as struggling to fill the administrator role and experiencing a series of setbacks. during the search process. Now, by this time, the tension was thick. I was on county council at that time. The tension was very thick. There were people playing games much like jockeys trying to find the right horse. People like Rodman and Somerville, Stewart, and that group, Dawson and Glover and so forth. There was some jockeying for position. Tom Keaveney was not the right choice. He was not the right choice for interim. He was not the right choice for full-on administrator. Ashley Jacobs' tenure ended abruptly, 2020. We're going to move to that. So Ashley Jacobs was hired as a permanent administrator. It was an incredibly long and arduous event trying to find someone. And by this time, the mushroom had bloomed. People all across the state, certainly, and widely, I can say, the East Coast itself, maybe not the entire country, but at least the East Coast, the aura started to grow dark over top of Beaufort County government. I had made the point, it was either to Rick Caporal or to Brian Flewelling. I don't remember which one I'd made this to, but I said, if this continues to go the way that it's been going, nobody worth a dang is going to want to work here. That's just a fact. If good, solid county administrators, they all go through the same, 5, 6, 7 headhunters, there's going to get a stigma, this black cloud, this aura that Beaufort County is a hotbed, and it's not in the good terms. Anyway, Ashley Jacobs was hired as permanent administrator, but by October 2020, she resigned under an agreement with county council after reports that council members wanted her removed. So let's go back and look at that. The agreement was you quit or we'll fire you. This agreement was made behind closed doors in executive session. This is the executive session that I came out of after blowing my lid to the other council members and telling them this is illegal, this is wrong, and I'm going to the press because this is not right. And I spilled the beans. We're taking votes in executive session. We forced her out. She's going to quit because if she gets fired, that's going to look horrible on her resume, and nobody's going to want to hire her. The departure again highlighted tensions between the administrator and elected officials. One other important piece during this time was a significant public controversy involving the clerk to council with what appears to be a 2020 salary increase. According to reporting by the Island Packet, also by others inside the county at the time, the clerk to council received a $10,000 raise that was allegedly approved without a public council vote. Now, again, I was on council at the time. I do not recall any vote. I do know that Joe Passament, former chairman, made this arrangement with the clerk to council, and it was a series of salary increases. No one else in the county got that kind of pay increase, whether it be multiple times, multiple amounts, or the total amount. The council as a whole was not involved, and they knew nothing about it until after the fact. The article reported that some council members said they were unaware of the raise and that then administrator Ashley Jacobs opposed it. I can vouch for that. I went to her. I asked her. She had no idea. She said Joe Passament was the one who did this. Anyway, that episode became part of a broader public debate about transparency, council infighting, and who was exercising authority within the county government. It was at that time we started noticing the day-to-day operations of the county being involved by either the chairman of county council and or the vice chairman, almost on a day-to-day basis. That's when we really started to know it. Began with Rodman and Paul Somerville. It continued with Joe Passman and Larry McKellen. Even after new leadership was installed, Beaufort County continued to publicly explain the separation of powers between council and the county administrator. In 2026, the county issued a formal explanation reminding the public that council sets policy while the administrator manages day-to-day operations and personnel decisions. The fact that the county felt compelled to publish such a clarification suggests that disputes over those boundaries have remained a recurring issue. So let me dive into that just for a quick second. Under a council administrator form of government in the state of South Carolina, it is law that the county council does not have anything to do with day-to-day operations of the running of the county government. Nothing. County council members are not servants of the government. They're servants of the people to the government. The county administrator is the one who sees the 1,200 or 2,000 or whatever it is now employees in the day-to-day operations carrying out the functions and the wishes and the requests and the votes that county council passes. Now, some may say, well, how many employees does county council have? They have one. This has been twisted to try to include two, but they really only have one, and that's the county administrator. Again, by state code, the clerk to council on a council administrator government works for the county, not for county council. A lot of people get that confused. All you got to do is go back and read the state code, and it's pretty evident. Now, if we had a board of supervisors style county government or a council manager style government or some of the others, the clerk may absolutely end up being an employee of the county council. In Beaufort County, in this case, she is not a county council employee. I said that the county felt compelled to publish this clarification suggests that disputes over remain a recurring issue. Yes, they do. The council that sits now, there have been conversations ever since they've been in office about day-to-day operations and who is involved and who shouldn't be. So what appears to have caused all of this? Well, let's go back to the public record. Several factors in the public record keep showing up. One is a divided county council. Different council factions often disagreed on who should lead the county and how much authority the administrator should have. You see, you have factions, and who are those factions? Well, you've got several different. You have north of the Broad faction and south of the Broad faction. You have Democrat faction, mainly two, and then you have Republican factions, mainly four. The other five, they don't know what the hell they are. Then you've got establishment faction and people who actually serve the people faction. So it's a moving shell game of people. That's the first thing. Second thing, administrative searches repeatedly became political contests rather than straightforward personnel decisions. I can remember in we were at the Beaufort Jasper Water Authority interviewing some people, getting the list whittled down to 4. We had a very large argument about what do we do with 4. Several of us said we have to let the citizens know because state law says once you have a group of finalists, that's more than one, you have to alert the public. That's state law. Well, there were people, former chairmen, so to speak, not naming any names, who said we don't need to let the public know until we make a decision. That is so underhanded. One of the reasons why I went public and told him he's not worth a crap as a chairman, because that is deceitful, that's dishonest. The law says you have to tell the public, these are our finalists. There's 3 finalists, there's 4, there's 5, whatever. The public has a right to know. Second thing, unclear expectations about the administrator's role. Beaufort County, again, we use the county council administrator form of government. Again, the council sets policy and the administrator runs the operations. Very clear, very cut and dry, period, end of story. If you have a county council member setting in on daily meetings, whether it be assistant county administrator or staff meetings or whatever, that's a problem. They have no business being there. Well, this is my full-time gig. I want to represent the people in these meetings. I appreciate your candor, if that's ever been said. However, that's not the duty or the job that you swore an oath to. You swore an oath to the people of your district, not to the central government. Repeated disputes suggest ongoing tension over where policymaking ends and administration begins. It's such a simple philosophy where policymaking stops and administration begins, ends on that dais. That's it. That's it. Right there. If somebody was to say, well, how do you know where it stops? It stops on the dais. When you say A or nay and the vote's tallied and it's done, it's done. It's time for the administrator to pull up his or her britches and get the job done. Personality and governance conflicts. Several departures over this past 11, 12 years or whatever were tied less to technical performance and more to disagreements with elected officials. Absolutely. Look at all of the county administrators that have come and gone and who they had problems with. It was always the same group. The Stews, the Stews, the Joes, the Larrys. It's the same bunch. The Pauls, the Jerrys. That's who had the problem. Both the Gruber and Jacobs episodes involve political conflict as much as management issues. Cut and dry. Go look at the tapes. Myself, Brian Flewelling, Rick Caporal, Tabor Vox to an extent, we were very, very vocal about what should and shouldn't be. It's all there. It's on video. Number 4, public controversies and ethics issues. The Gruber consulting contract and later ethics violations, findings, damaged trust and intensified existing divisions. That just poured gasoline onto a smoldering fire. The bottom line is this. If you look at the last decade as a whole, the central problem has been governance instability rather than administrative competence. Beaufort County has repeatedly struggled with disagreements among council members over leadership authority and succession planning. Those conflicts have produced administrator turnover, controversial hiring decisions, interim appointments, resignations, investigations, and public disputes that have made the position unusually difficult to keep stable. Why am I saying all this anyway? Well, you've seen the news. Was it last week or the week before? Let's go back several weeks. It's been several weeks. County Council has met in executive session for some very long, lengthy meetings. I think it was like 4 weeks ago they came out, said absolutely nothing needed to be talked about, which is a foul. That's a yellow flag foul right there. You go into the meeting telling the community, well, we're going to talk about, a person under the employment of county council. There's only one, county administrator, and contracts, and attorney-client privilege. And you come out, you have nothing to talk about. You have nothing to say. That's a slap to the voter, to the electorate. Then this last one, they did another one. It was a couple hour, meeting, if not more. I'm not exactly sure, but I know it was long. And they came out and they said, because the public has started to get a little pissy, and comments were made online like, hey, I know this is going on. How come you're not talking about it? I had people inside the county call me and tell me, hey, this is going on, but they're not going to tell you. Thank you. They did come out, though, and Alice Howard, the chairwoman, seemed a little pressured. It didn't sound like her own normal giving up the information under her own volition. I've known her for a long time. This sounded more like an Alice Howard has been pressured into say something because it's your damn job. But apparently the county council was approving somebody to hire a firm, some firm, for an undisclosed amount of money to do an investigation into the county administrator and departments, whether or not he was performing those duties that council had ordered and the ordinances that apply per the decisions, which is strange because you should know if your employee is doing their job or not. Anyway, be that as it may, we don't know the whole story, but we do know that weeks before that, the CFO, Pinky Harriet, who has won awards as a chief financial officer for everything that I'm aware of, was doing a bang-up job. County's books were in order. A couple things I have my own way of doing. It's more old school, but all of a sudden she's gone. She's gone. No explanation. No, they don't have to. Okay, I get it. That's how you want to be. No explanation. She's gone. I talked to her. A nice conversation. I feel very, very upset for her. She's a wonderful person. Good buddy David Cadd for Auditors, one of the sponsors of the election night show, checking in with us. Micromanagement, where administrators cannot think for themselves. The administrator, it seems, is told who to support from department heads to elected officials. It's the wild, wild west. Thank you, sir. And that is my interpretation of it's like the wild, wild west, or it's cannibalism of governance. Who's in charge today? What's the old, who's on first, what's on second, where's on third, all that. Whatever. I can't remember who did that now to save my life. But anyways, back when I was a kid, that's how it appears. That's what's going on. This story is long from over. And we're going to stay with it because at the end of the day, the citizen, the one who pushes the check mark on the box or the circle or the X in the tally, in the voting booth, at the poll, it's you who need to know what's going on. And unfortunately, there are too many people who sit on that board of 11 that don't want you to know what's going on. 3 of them are about to be told bye-bye. We're going to talk to one here in a minute who feels the opposite way, that you need to know exactly what's going on. It's your money, it's your county, right after this.
Everything that rocks is right here. Right here.
Let's rock.
With Big Patriot Radio.
That's what I'm talking about.
You have an incoming transmission.
Drop the tailgate, y'all.
Your attention, please.
You're listening worldwide to DJ Magic Mike
Okay, have a good time.
on BigPatriotRadio.com.
All right, 7:35, 25 minutes before the top of the hour. Such a late notice, but we appreciate him taking his time out. Please join me in welcoming incumbent candidate for District 11, Tommy Reed. What is happening?
How are you, sir? Can you hear me?
Oh, you got your own entrance music.
Is that well? I appreciate that. A little Frank Sinatra would help.
Wow. I don't have any Frank Sinatra on the
I
thing
hear you.
tonight.
That's all right.
Tommy, how in the world are you, buddy? I appreciate you coming on at such late, late notice like that.
My pleasure, Councilman. My pleasure. Things are fast and furious leading up to June 9th, primary day, voting day, and it's a pleasure to be invited back on this nice show.
Absolutely, buddy. And June 9th, that is election day. We've got the big show that night, sponsored by Sounds Better Now. Reelect David Cadd for auditor.com and Uptown Auctions, rather. So how is the campaign trail going? Talk to me. Tell me what's going on.
We have seen many, many people over the last few weeks. So we talked about it, I think, last time. Somebody asked me a few months ago, when am I going to gear up for campaigning or reelection? And it hit me that I don't have to gear up. I meet with the people, meet with them all the time, listen. And I'm just excited that we're getting to the end of this. It's been a tough battle. We have this crazy nonsense coming in as voting starts. How coincidental is that? And there's no such thing as a coincidence, right?
Yeah.
But some people are saying that's locally born. It's not coming outside of Washington or anything. They just want to disrupt everybody. And I tell you, Mike, let me cut to the chase. I have no knowledge of a PAC. I receive no money from a PAC. And I'm pleased to be able to say that here. I've said it in social media, with people, with meetings. And it's just, it's awful what's going on. But it's funny how they wait. I've been doing this 3.5 years now, and they wait until voting starts. And I will tell you now, the vast majority of people that are going to vote, they know me. They understand that has nothing to do with me. So that's a very good thing.
So, and I'm assuming everybody here knows, but for those that may not know what we're talking about, a super PAC, or I think it's called an expenditure something or another, I can't remember what it's called, group has put out ads on 5 candidates. They're very pro candidate. Don't get me wrong. It's, vote Tommy Reitz because he does this, and this. Vote for Paula Brown, vote for Beth Gillespie, and so on and so on. But they are dark money ads. We have all checked into them and we won't know who funnels the money until after the election in July, when they have to fill out. And if they're an expenditure account, they may not even have to expose that, Tommy.
Wow.
But the thing that, there are some people, let me just say this. There are some people in this county and outside of the county who have taken this, that it is the 5 of you, it is your all's fault, and that you all are some sort of cabal, which I told one lady this evening, I said, excuse me, isn't it funny that all 5 of these are the ones that the county GOP party doesn't have anything to do with and doesn't support? That's mighty odd.
Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing. But if they look at the bottom of the ad, this is what these clowns don't talk about. If you look at the bottom of these ads, it specifically says this is done without the authority of the candidate.
Or knowledge. No knowledge. Yeah, and please understand, the people here are awesome. They understand it's this last-minute effort. Think about this for a minute. For the first time in this county's history, we have county council and municipalities working together for the first time. Mm-hmm. We have actual work getting done. In the history of our county, especially in Hilton Head, we're now knocking the daylights out of stormwater. We have much more to go. This council is solely responsible for your tax bill. We have itemized that. That big number on top is now itemized. For the first time in history, we made it a law. This county, this group right here are getting along so well. We have secured probably 14,000 acres in green space, thanks to our Senator Tom Davis, who got that started a couple of years ago. And that's in less than 2 years. This council, believe it or not, is getting along so well with municipalities and all. This council has not had any upzones in the 3.5 years that I've been on board. And upzoning is taking property, 30 acres, that will allow 27 single-family homes. Mm-hmm. Upzoning is somebody coming to us saying, hey, let's upzone. If you guys upzone, if the council upzones to 440 homes, we'll give you money, we'll put this in, we'll put 4 or 5 veterans homes in. This council realizes that we need to listen to the people that say, we're not even close to where we need to be with infrastructure. Take a break. Let's not upzone. We're the only council that has never upzoned. You talk about teacher pay, sheriff pay. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we're the council that has given the teachers the highest pay out of all 46 counties in this state. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I just love the people. It's an honor to work for the people. They finally have a voice, and something tells me the old guard, the previous administration, does not like the fact that we had to relieve Joe and Larry show of all that nonsense they did early on the first couple of years. We had to relieve them of their duties, hire Allison Tabb as our chair and vice chair because we were tired of the backroom deals. My thing is that I believe people are upset and they want to go back to that control. My thing is the people have a strong voice on council. Do not give it up. Let's not go to the throwbacks. Mm-hmm. Let's keep going and do even more. If we do it together, they can't stop us.
I agree 100%. A couple of folks chiming in, some supporters, Tom. Katie Henderson, hey, Katie, how are you? She's talking about your big heart, and she's proud to support you. Felice Lamarca, good to see you, Felice. You can see her at every single county council meeting.
Absolutely.
She holds you all accountable.
Councilman Mike, think about this for a minute. Felice, Katie, so many others that go there, they would not waste their time with us if they didn't feel we were a breath of fresh air and listening to them and bringing their passion to council. I'm telling you right now, there's a group that are concerned, they're scared, they're on the run, they're bringing this up at the last minute. And I'm telling you now, I don't say anything bad about my previous opponent 4 years ago. I do not know anything about my current opponent now, but I will tell you, they're talking about this dark money and they're blaming us for it. And they don't even know who it is. And how can they do this? Can you imagine giving the reins back to those type of people that blame people for things that they don't even know?
Well, let me give you my take on that. I think you're exactly right. Cliff Whitesell, 3611. Tommy, you got this, my friend.
You're a good man, brother. Thank you.
My take on that is this, and let me tell you, I mean, I'm as red Republican as it gets, but the county party is cruel and almost criminal in what they're doing, actively putting out social media posts putting out posts that are trying to deteriorate your and the other 4 council members' public image.
Yes, sir.
But, you read between the lines. I got fired up this afternoon at Linda Cannon. I think she's the Southern director or whatever the hell she is.
Never heard of her.
I told her, I said, this is preposterous. Kevin Hennelly and Joe Dan and Sheila or Sherry or whoever the hell it is, this is criminal. They're trying to bring in, look at who they're supporting. They're supporting people that Joe and Larry and the boys.
Yes, sir.
All 4.
Yes, sir.
You want to go backwards, Beaufort County? You want to go backwards to the Joe and Larry and Stu show? Let them get back in.
I'm telling you now, I don't know the outcome. I will not give up until June 9th when the polls close. The people are coming out in droves. I'm hearing a lot of support for us. They like honesty. I may not be the sharpest tool in the shed, and nobody's ever debated me. They wouldn't accept any debate or discussion or answer questions. I can't understand that for the life of me, but that's okay. My thing is, look at the record, that the votes that are on record. We have voted for the people 100% of the time. This councilman has been 100% accessible. I'm telling you, we don't get it right all the time, but boy, let me tell you, we've done a lot of good things in 3.5 years.
So speaking of votes, there was a handful of ladies, I think in Beaufort, who are making these comments that, your votes and the others' votes, especially you, though, they were really coming on you, that, you didn't vote the way you said you did. And you voted in favor of rescinding the vote so you could change the CPO. I told them like 3 times they were nuttier than a bag of hammers. But please, in your own words, tell these ding-dongs what the vote to rescind that you, Brown, Cunningham, and Bartholomew did and why you did it.
Number one, the facts are this, and the record books, the county records, official records will show that I voted 2 times to uphold the CPO, period. That's fact. One of the times is at Burton Wells. I think we finished up a meeting about 2:47 in the morning. We had to be escorted out, and it was in the papers how we all voted. So these people getting this wrong, they do it on purpose. They realize they could say they're sorry after the election. They made a mistake, but it's horrible to do that to people and not stick with the facts. Put that aside. This vote, the 4 of us said, I'll speak for myself. There was quite a bit of information that was not allowed to get to the public before that second vote at Burton Wells. We learned that late in the game. My thing was to rescind the vote, not to uphold or not uphold the CPO, but to get the information out to the people that deserve it. I didn't pick and choose what we're going to give the people and be honest about. 100% of what I do is honest. It's open. It's out in the open, period. People did not get that. And I would like to say, work with me. Let's hold some of these administrators and lawyers accountable for putting us in that position. I'm telling you now, 1, 100% honesty. 2, let's hold people accountable and reelect me. Let's work together. Let's get rid of these people that are absolutely no good, that are dishonest, and let's do it together. That's what they're afraid of.
That is exactly what they're afraid
of.
And I'm glad to hear you say, and I mean, we've had this conversation, and I've told you many times, hey, you need to tell people why you're the best and let people like me tell them why your opponent is the worst. You don't need to go there. That's people like me can go there, and I've gone there. I think it's horrible. That you have put it out there for debate, for a forum. I think you would even have a tiddlywinks match, but she won't show up. She won't talk.
7 weeks.
Horrible.
7 weeks.
Horrible.
Well, please, and it's been 7 weeks that I asked. I started this 7 weeks ago. I gave the organizers of the Sea Pines regime 7 weeks. I said I'd go 7 days a week. I go 3 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon. I would do holidays, weekends, nights. I don't care if I was in an operation in the hospital. I'd stop the operation on me and I'd go to that debate or that question because the people need to know. And again, I've been doing this 3.5 years. There was somebody doing this 16 or 20 before me. And what we've done in 3.5 years to get things done for the people that are actually documented is, I mean, you can't even imagine what we could do together for the next 4 years. So again, they didn't want to talk. They wanted to keep it behind the scenes. I don't understand that. And I don't think the people appreciate it.
One of the things that your opponent was talking about, or let me rephrase that because she hasn't said a word. And I tell people all the time, I mean, I don't know her, Gallowaggy or whatever her name is. I don't know her. I hear she can clean teeth like nobody's business. But one of the things she mentioned in her webpage is about she wanted to bring or sustain healthcare or something about healthcare to the island. Well, Tommy was involved in something that's going on right now, one on the south end and one on the north end of the island that has to do with healthcare. Can you tell us about that?
Mike, I didn't even remember that, but thank you for bringing it up. This council, for the first time in history, supported Beaufort Memorial, and they are now putting together an urgent care, emergency care unit, state-of-the-art, down by local legend, down the southern end. So again, all these years with all these Harvard people, all these big thinkers, and all these great people, and they never thought of this stuff. But why? We've done it together. We don't even, listen, we're not experts. We're not professionals. We listen to the people we serve. It's a novel concept to many of these folks, but I'm telling you right now, it works.
That's the point. You listen to the people.
Yes, sir.
And you get shit done.
Amazing stuff.
You don't need a degree from MIT. Not that those people aren't great people.
They are. They're wonderful people.
But you don't have to have an MIT and be a participant in Mensa, for God's sakes, to get shit done. I have to say also, I know Paula Brown's watching. Paula Brown has gotten like 400 some odd acres under green space in her district. But here we have an opponent supported by the county party who's been in the county transportation system as the chair for the last God knows how many years. And our roads suck. They just plain suck. Well, guess what, Craig? You've been off the job, my brother. And now we hear that LATS, that's the transportation group for folks who don't know.
Yep.
They're trying to put 5B back in the transportation sales tax referendum. Wow. And you know what Paula Brown has been doing since day one? Listening to the people like Tom Reitz has been doing.
Absolutely.
She's been fighting it. For all I know, Paula may be in favor of it, but her people say no, and she has said no. Would Craig Gordon say that? I don't think so.
Mike, Paula Brown, Tom Reitz, think about the backing we have. Katie, Felice, you, Joy Coe, Jen Erickson. We have people that actually are passionate about what they do. They hold us accountable. They help us understand the needs of where we're going. Paula worked diligently to ensure 5B. Look what Logan Cunningham has done with us. Think about the cooperation this council's come up with. We actually squashed 5B. That didn't take, by the way, you come on county council, you have one vote. You've got to cajole, you got to talk to, you got to convince, you got to be nice. So we're pit bulls, with what we do, but we're very nice pit bulls. We understand we are, each of us are thriving to do the best we can for the people we represent. And we have learned in a very brief amount of time that what we do in one region affects the others. And if we work together, holy cow, the work we're getting done now has never been done before. And we care about each other. And this green space, think about 14,000 acres. There are other counties in our state, and there are other states that are coming to us. What are you doing? How are you doing this? Our tax bill. A gentleman from Athens, Georgia calls me and says, how did your council get itemization? We want to do it in Georgia. Well, listen, here's the ordinance. Here's what we did. It's simple. Get together, get the most of the council members to agree on it and get it done. It is just listening, working together. And I said this from day one. If you guys elect me, you're going to have to go with me. Mike, I said that to you. I said it to everybody. You have to come with me because back then we didn't know what we were doing, but we learned quickly and we're getting a lot of stuff done. But together is the only way to do it, period.
Well, let me put a couple of things up here. Felice Lamarca is talking about, and I remember this, September 25th, 2023. She went up to speak. Joe Passman tried to shut her down. I remember that like it was yesterday. And here's my buddy Tom. He's like, wait a minute, why won't you let her speak? And he had eyes, his eyes were like daggers. He could have sliced and diced. Felice makes a comment that's when she knew that you were for the people.
Oh, God bless her. I'm telling you now, they almost broke that gavel on me. Joe Passman almost broke that gavel on me that evening, and I loved every minute of it.
Well, there's been a couple chairmen that have wanted to do that to yours truly, and I dared him. I dared him. I'm like, you want some of this? Let's go. Anyway, Lynn Fontaine said, the people appreciate you. You have proven your worth. Thank you, Lynn. Beth Gillespie, another candidate that they're coming. This one's a little, this one's strange because, you and Paula and Tom and who am I missing? You, Paula, Tom, Beth.
Dave, Logan, or
I'm missing one.
God,
Anyway, all of them are the same. They're all the same, about development and growth and this and living better. But Beth Gillespie, who's on the screen there, she is opposing Mark Lawson in District 9.
Yes, sir.
And those ads have been they've been funny as hell. Asleep at the wheel, which is pretty much true. They've been breaking him off in him. It's been funny, but it's weird. But anyway, Beth is saying that the people absolutely deserve honesty, transparency, and she appreciates the few who've gotten so much done. Tom, Paula, Logan, amazing, and for the people. The one thing that I will say, I know a lot of folks in Bluffton the conversations back and forth about the ad and Mark and all that.
Yes, sir.
I will say this. I will just say this. When it comes to Defusky Island, I have a very close place in my heart for those people. I have fought for them in this ferry bullshit that they've been having to put through, which is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Mike Moore and his ACAs ought to be brought out in the public for this. It's horrible what they've done to the people of Defusky. And I hold Mark Lawson partially accountable for that because he doesn't give them the time of day. Anyway, let me get off my soapbox.
Can I just say one thing about a lingering issue that has been going on for probably 8-10 years? I don't even know.
Yeah.
The bridge. The bridge was bandied about with the previous administrator that sat in my seat here. I mean, for the last
about it when I was on council,
for 12 years, 16, whatever it is. Please understand, these are the true facts. It is this council right here that said no more kicking the can down the road. We actually reached out with the municipalities, Hilton Head especially. We reached out to SCDOT. We put together a working group. I'm telling you, Jarrett has done wonders for this. My thing is that it is this council that's going to take the hits because we're getting things done. And it's the first time in probably 8 or 12 years that anything's getting done. But the previous councils, they spent millions of dollars of our taxpayer money to do studies. I think 1.2 million is the last I was able to, and they've done nothing with them. That did not come under our watch. Our watch said, no more studies, no more this, no more talk. Let's stop it and let's start getting the work done. And I'm telling you, the facts are this. And this group that is running against me are saying things that are absolutely horrible. They're lies. And again, I won't speak badly about anybody. I just say, please, the people I know that will vote are going to say, God, we know Tommy, we know Paula, we know what's going on. They are one. We don't pick and choose, Mike. We don't pick and choose what we can do. We're going to say is on. Everything that we do is public domain. It's the people's business. We don't pick and choose that. We shouldn't.
No.
But they don't. Some people like to keep it behind closed doors. We had to alleviate previous administrators or chair and vice chair because of that nonsense. We've made great strides. I don't want to go back. Now all of a sudden these guys are endorsing people. Yes, we don't want to go back to that.
I don't want you to go back.
We won't. Listen, I'm telling you, we won't.
I look at this as, when I was fighting and Brian Flewelling was fighting and Rick Caporal were fighting, we were fighting for what you are now getting done.
Well, you helped us. You set the stage.
That's what happened. So
you're a good man. Thank you.
You were in the green room a little bit back there as I was doing my open. You heard what I had to say about county administrators and all that kind of business. And I'm not asking about anything that was talked about in executive session, but I'm just saying the stage for Beaufort County.
Yes.
And it's insidious. It's ridiculous. I'm at a loss of words. I can fill in the blank for the way we have been operating under or on or about a county administrator for over a decade. And I sincerely believe that the root of it starts with county council not giving him or her the authority to do their freaking job and stay out of their business when or if they screw up. And I've had to fire a lot of people.
Yes, sir.
I've fired a lot of people. I've done it. I've been there. It's tough, but they should be able to handle it. But if you're in their business, and I'm not saying you, I'm just saying,
I know where you're going.
If you're in their business every single day, it's human nature for an administrator to go, well, shit. What do I care? You're going to tell me, just come on in. That's not right.
Let me set the stage for you and everybody listening, and I know a lot of people will listen to this. The county administrator, if you look at the last 10 years, as you just said, let's take the last 7 years. We have had eight county administrators. Mike Moore, the current administrator, is number 8, and we had him in line now 2 years, I believe, almost that. He was the eighth one in 7 years. So I want to tell you this right now. It is this humble councilman and others that are putting together what we did, that we came out of executive session and shared with people the other night. We're going to be doing this, this, and this. And it's all based on the fact that we've had 8 county administrators in 7 years. We're going to put a stop to it. When we told you when we came in, no more nonsense, no more backdoor stuff, we're coming out now. First time in history that I know of, and I could be wrong. Sarah Brock, if you're listening, tell me if I'm wrong. We now have a council for the people. In other words, this 11 of us we have a council, a legal representative that represents us. And when I say us, I mean the people. We got this Brian Hulbert that is worried just about the county stuff. And I believe that is half the battle right there, quite frankly, the problems. And I won't go anywhere with that. But my thing is, we now have legal representation that we go to. We are hiring an investigator, if you will. You know that. You heard that coming out of council. Believe me, we want stability. We want stability in our manager, and the people that we represent deserve it. Holy cow. We got a beautiful place to live. We're blessed to be here. We have to stop allowing this nonsense, this innuendo, this stuff about we got to get rid of this pact because please, you do that at the 11th hour when voting starts. You're trying to ruffle things up. People get it. They see this nonsense that this group did years ago, and I don't think the people are going to go back to that at all. I'm telling you, they're sick of it.
Don't go back. Don't go back to that.
Don't throw back.
I lived through that. You don't want that. Trust me. You don't want that.
Listen, Logan Cunningham, he's got a chance here to do something that may rock their boat. We've come together as a council and we've done so many good things for this county in 3.5 years. He's got a lot to hang his hat on. And he's saying, wait a second, I've done this. He may be 30-something years old, but he's done it. I'm not saying he's going to win or not. I'm a little bit selfish. You know where I'd like him to be. With us on council, I think the Beaufort County people are the best, and we got to protect them, do everything we can. But he's entitled, and I think he's giving them a run for their money.
All right, so Election Day is coming up on Tuesday. You're down to the final wire. Where are you going to go in the next 3 or 4 days or whatever it is and spread the word? And, I mean, maybe your opponent would be out at the mall or something. You could have a quick debate there.
I'm in community. Listen, I don't know where my opponent is. There's very few people that do, and that's okay. That's not a bad thing. Yeah. I'm out and about everywhere. I haven't stopped. I won't stop. I'm going to be in different neighborhoods all day tomorrow and Sunday. Tomorrow ends early voting, 5:30 tomorrow, USCB. Do your thing. Check your ballots. And when you go there, please ask for the Republican ballot. The only way you're going to see me on it is that. Then Tuesday, June 9th is huge. We look forward to it. It's an honor. Mike, I don't know how to say this, and maybe I don't say it enough, but it is truly an honor to serve the people, whether we know each other or not, whether we agree on everything or not. The people have a much stronger voice on council than they have ever had, and we are doing things that have never been done before. Just look at the records. Find out for yourself. Find out why the votes were made. It's 100% for the people. Mm-hmm. And some people they don't like. They're scared of that. They're trying to get back to the old way. I don't get that. Mm-hmm. And how could a political party pick sides even before a primary even starts? I don't understand why the upper echelon doesn't squash that and say, can you imagine what you could do together if you're working together as a team versus this division?
The upper echelon of the party here locally is the ones doing it. I mean, I don't have a problem calling them out. Kevin Henley, Jodan Lee, Sherry McRoot, Linda Cannon, whoever else freaking falls in line. They're the head of the snake. They're the ones who, when I was in running, okay, have said, well, we're not going to get involved in a. I was running against Cynthia Bench. She was the incumbent.
Oh, yes. Yes, sir.
The Republican Party. Now, Kevin Henley wasn't there then. I went to him and said, hey, will you support me? Oh, no, we're not going to do that. We don't get in primaries. 4 years later, I run for Congress. I do go to Kevin. You going to help me? Nope. We don't get involved in primaries. Well, lo and behold, when all of a sudden the old guard is gone and getting more gone, if that's even a phrase, now all of a sudden they're going to get involved in the primaries. They're going to go find Democrats to vote in your primary because they don't have one.
Yes, sir.
Unbelievable. David Cadd, our auditor, has a question. Said, will council hire lawyers so the public will not hear about the investigation like you all voted with the last investigation on spending?
Okay, Mr. Cadd, two things that you need to know, and please, these are facts. I was the council member in a live session that made a motion that said, HSB report, we need to release it to the people. I'm telling you, I had a lot of pushback even from Paula, and she'll tell you, until she heard the reasons why I said that. She then seconded my motion, and we were able to get enough people. So number one, that report that you're talking about, the facts are this. It was released to the people, but it was a goat rodeo. It was nonsense. HSB, it was a horrible report. We paid for something we should have never paid for. It was awful. Here's the deal. This investigation, I'm telling you right now, and I don't want to get in trouble in this executive session stuff, but the people will get I'm telling you right now, it's going to be public information. We're not going to have that nonsense of client privilege gone. I'm telling you right now, and I hope I'm not saying anything out of executive session that I shouldn't. And you know what? Come at me, do what you got to do. I'll make it right. But the people deserve to know if we're going to use their money for another investigation. Number one, we want an investigator, not a law firm, if we can help it. But we have a wonderful sitting attorney on our council that's navigating through that. So we're going to be all right. Second fact, you better please write down and understand. This council will not hide on a privilege, lawyer privilege. No. What we find out in this investigation will go to the people. I promise you that.
Let's go to real quick. Let's get out of the election and let's go
Yes,
to the impending referendum that you all are going to have to wrestle with.
Yes,
and you got to do it kind of quick because I think by end of July or beginning of August, you have to have everything to the state to be on the ballot if it's going to be. $780 million worth of cow manure. Last week, I don't know if you caught the show, but I took their list. All of it is legitimate stuff. I'll give it that. Okay. But I tried to take out the need to have and the want to have, and the want to have was real big. Are you all going to whittle that down to a more manageable figure, or are you really going to put $780 million over of infrastructure on the referendum with a 9-year payback?
Number one.
Or do you not know?
Well, no, listen, I'm going to give you what I do know. So this is great. These are facts. Second reading is coming up Monday. We have had incredible people on this TAC committee, Transportation Advisory Committee, Joy Coe, Jen Erickson, and others that actually were passionate about what they learned. And I believe both are going to be at our meeting Monday, and they're going to speak. And I hope they do. I'm trying to pressure them to do that in a good way because they spent the time going around the county, meeting all the people, listening and understanding. One, it'll be a tough sell. Again, this remnants of 2018, put that aside for a minute. We're putting out and we're going to make sure those are all done. We're going to be able to hang our hats, but we still got to prove ourselves. There is another wrinkle in this whole thing that you haven't brought up. That's a fact that we better understand. And I want my administration, and I'm putting them on notice now in a good way, to talk about it even before we get into this discussion. Is this, Mike? Mm-hmm. The state bill being proposed is going to allow a municipality to do their own
That's right.
So here's the deal. Here's what we're going to fight now, literally Monday. I believe we're going to get hammered on this Monday, and we should. If this county jackasses around, if this county, what we do, we're going to do it, we're not going to do it, and we take away the ability for the municipality to do something like that, it's going to cause major problems for years. It's going to be a many-year problem. So what I'm trying to say is that we're going to learn about this bill Monday. Mm-hmm. It better be talked about and very clearly in layman's terms so we all understand it. And we're going to hear from municipalities Monday as well, because, why should the county do things that screw up what the municipality, Hilton Head, Bluffton, Port Royal, Beaufort can do? So again, Monday, second reading is so critical.
The thing I don't fully understand yet about where the municipalities can, if it passes, they can do what they want. My problem with that is, and I'm going to use the town of Bluffton, or you can use the town of Hilton Head.
Yes, sir.
Some of those roads aren't owned by the municipality. I know in Bluffton, the majority of the roads, like overwhelming majority, are owned by the county. So my county council view of this would be, well, if the town can decide on their own whether they're going to pave it or whatever, then they need to take over the maintenance of it as well. If you're going to charge citizens and lay down new asphalt, well, then you need to have the balls to take care of the maintenance of the ditches and the roads and all that. Is that wrinkle in there at all, or is nobody talking about that? Because if nobody's talking about it, the unincorporated county, the citizens, taxpayers, we're going to be left to foot the bill for anything stupid that they do.
Two things are in play right now. Many more, but two things that I think you should know about. One, 2 years ago, August 24, Storm Debbie, we put a stake in the ground. We said, listen, we're going to help these people. Very, very fast forward. There's a little place called Cedar Woods on Hilton Head. They have a bunch of beautiful homes, beautiful people. And I was able to work with their POA, work with Mark Orlando and the town. And this is the cooperation and how good things have gotten between the county and the town. Those roads now have been turned over from the ownership. Cedar Woods owned all of these roads, and they are in horrid shape because they just haven't done anything. But now the town of Hilton Head owns them, and they're going to come up with ways to fix them. That is the incredible cooperation. That's number one. Number two, think about what we're going to hear Monday from municipality, maybe Jen, maybe Joy Coe, wonderful people. I mean, very passionate for us and what we do. If the municipality truly will have the ability to ask for a 1 cent, and their people, these 40,000 odd people in Hilton Head, let's use that, and they say, you know what, we have some serious issues. We're going to take this tax on. We're going to prove it. Mm-hmm. And they can say to themselves, oh my God, every dime that they collect stays right here. Mm-hmm. Holy cow. You got a whole new set of circumstances. One, all that money that's collected will stay right in the town, right? Mm-hmm. And then what else happened as of a result of 24 Storm Debbie is that we now know, and we didn't know it back then, but every single road on this 12 miles, 12 by 4.5, 12 long, every single road we now know, is it a state-owned road? Is it a county-owned road? Is it a town? Is it a private road, etc.? So listen, trust me, if there is going to be a tax and the people that privately own the roads, and they're going to be paying for this tax, I'm telling you now, I'm going to be at the forefront of getting our town council members, and we're working together well, to understand that we're going to take care of all the roads, whether they're owned by the county, the state. But if people pay taxes, they're going to be taken care of. Unlike for many, many years, think about what's going on. I found this out as well, organically. People that live here for 5 years, a year, 30 years, they pay taxes. They pay the big number, and then they pay a separate line item called stormwater. Well, for many years, everybody here on Hilton Head that they didn't get any help. From what I've been told, for 3.5 years, they had no help with their stormwater issues. Those people, all of us have been paying these taxes, so there's money in stormwater. So they're entitled to that somehow, and we're going to work on that.
$2 million.
Well, listen, you better believe it. I said it here first on this show that We have about 20 million, I think, saved up. But think about it. We got a fund there. These people put, and it's not the county's money. It's not my money. It's the people's money. That should be put back in the communities where they paid. So again, I think we're doing the right thing. We're working together well with our colleagues on town, both in the staff as well as the council. And Monday, I believe, is going to be one of the most critical second readings of anything. Mm-hmm. They're going to understand that state bill, where the money's going to be used, all of that. And at the same time, make no mistake about it, these people have told us how they feel. We're getting a lot of feedback on what they think about the tax referendum. So people are, they're reaching out.
I have a lot to say about that, and
yes, sir.
I guess because of where I live, I'll say with this, and I know Paula's going to be saying this as well. But wherever in that $780 million that 5B lies, I hope and I pray that somebody nixes that and scratches that out. The people here do not want 5B to be realigned. That will cause hell for the people in Woodbridge, in the back of Rose Hill, Shell Hall.
Yes, sir.
All it will do is benefit the pockets of big developers. That's it.
Mike, take this to the bank. When I said to you moments ago that council's made up of 11 members and each of them are just one vote, you've got to work together in order to get things passed. And one thing you're going to tell Paul, you could tell her, I've told her, she knows it. The people that are affected by that, we understand you. We understand your pain. We feel it. We stomped on that one time for you already. And it's going to take a collective group of us council members to support Paula, Logan, and say, absolutely don't even bring it up again. It's not worth it because we're strong and we're not going to allow that to happen.
You know, the thing that's frosting a lot of people now that it's getting out there is the fact that we were told it's over, it's done, it's never going to come back.
Yes, sir.
And that was either ignorance or name it. I don't know, whatever.
Listen, this is what I'm saying. Where's our representation? We have, I want our lawyer that represents us. If we're putting statements out there like that, it's over, and then it comes back, it's not, that makes us look horrible. Makes us look, here's the deal. What we're doing now is unraveling the way the county's operated for countless years. Mm-hmm. We are making this, we're not kicking the can down the road anymore. So some people are a little bit befuddled that we got some issues going on. Thank the good God we have these issues going on because the people are going to see it because we bring it out in the public, period. We need to clean it up. We cannot go back to covering this stuff up and keeping it behind closed doors. Man. Yes, we're going to unravel some things that are going to hurt you, get you upset. But it's this council that is telling the people, we hear you, we believe you, we're honored to be here, and let's do everything, not pick and choose, but 100% of our work product is yours. Some is going to be good. Some we're going to need to work together on. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, as they say. Embrace it and let's get it done and officially done. And so when we make a statement, it's real, right? We need an attorney as a county council for the people that says what you bring out there is 100% accurate. And we haven't had that. We've had the exact opposite, in my opinion. And I'd like to dance around that with any of these folks.
I've been saying that for years.
Thank you. Well,
has county council's best interests at heart.
Well, and we're bringing it out. We're making it clear. I want them to challenge us, come after me, do what you got to do. But the people deserve the best. And I'm telling you, I'm one of those people. I live here. My kids live here. We love it. We're not letting this happen.
I went to I drove to Columbia back when I was in your shoes and met with some of the lawyers at the SCAC, the South Carolina Association of Counties. The only thing I said to them was, why don't we have our own attorney?
Thank you.
And they looked at me and said, can you ask that a different way, sir? And I said, well, sure. I said, Beaufort County has a county attorney in a county attorney's office. They were like, yes, sir. And I said, they don't have county council's interest, which, by the way, taxpayers, that's your interest.
100%. 100%.
At heart. They have the government's interest. Is that not true? Yes, sir, Mr. Hoover. That's true. I said, well, why don't we have our own attorney? Well, nothing says you can't. Well, why don't we? And they said, you're like one of 3 county council members across the state who is talking this now.
Yes, sir.
We're going to have to figure that out.
Yes, sir.
Mike,
I want you to know, and this is a fact. It is this council that said, we talked about it. Other councils have talked about it. We are saying, let's take the next step and get an attorney that protects us, the people. And I'm not saying Tom Reitz or Paula Brown or Dave Bertha, any of them. I'm saying the people deserve that what we put out is 100% the best. And I'm telling you right now, this old guard is scared. They're running. They're creating all sorts of havoc after the voting starts because they know we can't defend ourselves. But what they don't realize is the people know what's in our heart and what we've done for 3.5 years. And these folks can't come along at the last minute and have. We took a couple of people out of positions because of the way they were handling things. It wasn't appropriate. They were put aside, and we've come so far from that. Let's not go back to it.
Awesome, brother. Awesome.
You're the best.
Tom Reitz, ladies and gentlemen, District 11 in Hilton Head. Get out there and vote for him.
Listen, I want to say this. You allowed me to come on last minute. I will always take every opportunity to answer your questions, the people's questions. There are so many people in the background, and you've mentioned many of their names here tonight, that are passionate about preserving, protecting people over politics. They're making that real. They're making what we're doing real. And get to the polls, vote tomorrow, early voting, Tuesday of next week. Get people, take people. Let us continue. And by the way, when you change things, it's complicated. It's crazy sometimes. It's mucky, but we're doing the right thing. 100% honesty, and people are scared and they want to close it down. I don't get that.
One of our North of the Broad, I want to bring this back up. North of the Broad listeners or viewers, rather, Helga Crandall. She says we don't want it's reimagine Beaufort, Rebo. I'm sorry, they don't want reimagine Rebo, where they're completely, like the name says, reimagining Rebo Road. It's in that transportation $780 million wish list. Just
Ms. Crandall, I don't know who your representative or where you are, but make sure your representative knows it, and we'll ask them on the dais or before to get prepared. But we need to know what you want. That's the way we're going to keep on solving these issues. And I love it. And I'm telling you, stay passionate, hold us accountable, stay on edge, stay pissed off, but help us do what we need to do to change this culture. I love it.
All right, brother, I'm going to be sending you Tuesday, you and other candidates, and those that are watching, I'm going to send you all a link to the show. You can come in at your will.
Yes, sir.
In and out multiple times, whatever. Tell us what's going on. Where's the big party at?
The downtown Salty Dog off of Target Road. We're going to have a ton of people there. It's going to be live with you. And we're going to get the results instantaneous. And I'm telling you, they're going to do a nice job for the people that show up. So why don't we pack that place up and have one heck of a night? Now, the downtown Salty Dog, is that in Main Street area or down like Shelter Cove? No, it's just south of Shelter Cove. It's by the south end there. You know where the old Woody's is? The old Woody's was off Target Road. Yes. It's right there. It's tobacco, a wonderful, wonderful cigar shop. Mickey owns and Jamie own this beautiful tobacco shop. And it's right off Arrow Road there, but Target Road right there. And it's before he goes into the Publix. And listen, let's pack this place up and make some noise that people hear it all over the county. All right. Tommy Reitz, thanks for coming on, my friend. Thank you, brother. You're a good man. Thank you.
All right. It is 25 minutes past the top of the hour.
Bringing you the best selection of hits for your listening pleasure.
Yeah, so let's get into it.
BigPatriotRadio.com.
And a big thanks to Tommy Reitz for coming on at the last minute. He's a great guy. You know, Paula Reitz, Tom, Josh Hauer was the other one. Thomas Grogowski, Beth Gillespie. Those are the 5 that these ads have come out for. I still think there's something subliminal there, part of that feedback sandwich where and some people in this county are actually proving my point. They're positive ads, and some of these people are coming in at the angle, shooting it down, how negative it is. So I know you're watching. You're proving my point. Thank you very much. That's going to do it for this week. That's going to do it right here for this week. Don't forget, we're going to be back Tuesday. That's right, Tuesday. Let me put it up here. The House of Cards. Let's see. Can I get this up here? Let's do this. It won't work. Anyway, Tuesday, June 9th at 6:45. We'll come on. We'll stay to about 11 if it's needed. The House of Cards Election Night Show brought to you by Sounds Better Now. Hear the difference? Uptown Auction in Okatee and Beaufort. And also reelectcadforauditor.com. That's going to be coming up Tuesday night. So be here with us. 6:45. Don't forget to go and take your smartphone. Give us a little click on the QR code and buymeacoffee.com. We appreciate that. If you're on YouTube, Facebook, please like, follow, share, subscribe, and tell your friends and neighbors about it. Get a whole bunch of people together for Tuesday night as we find out who wins, who loses, and I hope at the end of the night, the winner is you. Good night, everybody, and watch your 6.
Satisfaction. Push me, and then just high satisfaction. Push me, and then do I can get high satisfaction.
I know I should sleep, but the voices in my head go. I know I should sleep, but the voices in my head go. I know I should sleep, but the voices in my head go. I know I should sleep, but the voices in my head go. should sleep, but the voices in my head go.